Hey everyone, how are you? This is Tracy coming to you live from Golden Dog Company headquarters. And I am here today with Cindy of Positive Pet, who is one of our partners. How are you, Cindy?
Hi, I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good too. Glad to have you here and part of our partner holiday showcase. So I know you've got some new stuff going on, and I'm very excited to share this with people. And I know some of our members know this about you, and some do not. I know you've been with us for just over a year now, and one of the things that I know you shared when you did the featured expert month. Couple of months ago is that you are a therapy dog instructor. And I find that so fascinating about you. You actually have such a rich and deep wealth of knowledge and expertise. And I know you came to the East Coast from Oregon,
Mhm.
which I find fascinating
Yes.
that you started over there and all the stuff that you had accomplished before we had met you. So I'm really excited to learn more about this training that you have coming up. But before we jump into that, can you tell us a little bit about you and Positive Pet for anybody who hasn't met you yet?
Yes, thank you. I started Positive Pet, actually almost 30 years ago. I became a certified dog trainer in 2003, and that was after I was a therapy dog trainer. I started that actually a therapy dog handler. I started that in 1998, and about the same time, was a new dog trainer as well. So I started both of those at the same time. And then there was a tragedy in my hometown, a school shooting, one of the one actually before Columbine. And so I had this therapy dog that I had just trained, and I went to this the school, the high school, where everybody was meeting, and the Red Cross had invited me there. So I went, and they were just like, "Oh, this is amazing." And we were mobbed. And there were so many things that I experienced in that moment, or the weeks and the following weeks, that I just was so committed that I wanted to provide this kind of help for others. And there was nothing like that. So I just reached out and there was nothing. So I was like, "Oh, I got to do it myself." But I never did do it myself. I reached out to people, just folks along the way, and that's, really has led me to here. I retired when I came here, but I decided not to retire, and my physical limitations now have brought me back to my passion, which is dog training, but also my love of therapy dog and providing emotional support and crisis intervention for folks who would benefit from this kind of service. And it all came to fruition. Unfortunately, there was a tragedy in Lewiston, Maine. I'm sure you've all heard about that. Two of the organizations that I founded provided services. The community reached out and found that those organizations and provided services. There was nothing here, so they had to fly people in. And as these 3 years have gone by, I've noticed folks within this adventure club that I love so much. I've noticed so many dogs and handlers that were just like, I think to myself, oh my goodness, this would make a great therapy dog. Oh, what a great team this would make. These guys have so much potential. And then I start getting really excited about it, and my passion takes over. And I think to myself, well, now that my physical limitations have led me to, I'm back to where I started really, and I want to provide this kind of training for folks that want to do this and have the time and the potential.
Well,
And
and I
not just that,
see.
but also create a group and a network of other trainers. There we go.
Yeah, and I love this, Cindy, because I do see quite often people posting, not only in our community, but in other dog communities about, do you know any therapy dog trainers? Are there any courses coming up? Are there any classes? Where can I learn about this? And really, until you came into our world, I didn't have good resources to give people. I believe Elder Pet offers something similar, and they are an
Mhm.
organization as well.
Mhm.
Um, so it's good to know that there are options out there because it is something that people are offering, asking for. And I think as we move forward over the next several years, there's going to be more and more need
Oh,
um,
absolutely.
for this. So I
Mhm.
want to learn more about this program. Who is it best suited for? Like, how do I know, is my dog good for this program? What
Mhm.
offer? How do you get certified? Do you offer the certification? So I know you got all these great details for us. So tell us how to do this.
Thanks. I want to show you something. I tried to get this picture to show you guys, and you can find it at loveonaleash.org. And maybe click, I think it was in a member packet. So there's an application packet. It takes you through that whole process. And they recently provide this. It's a book, and I mean, I could do this. I could show you this, but this is the best thing that I found so far. It's all condensed. It shows you, you know, what an ideal therapy dog team is. So I can do all of that too, and I can take you through that. But here in a condensed version is this book.
So now have me understand though, what I'm not
Mhm.
sure what it is you're telling me here. So this is about a program, or this is your program, or this is the program you're doing, or
Thanks. So I am with an organization called Love on a Leash.
okay.
When I had a therapy dog, um, that was the organization. One of the organizations that I volunteered through was Love on a Leash. I also have volunteered with Pet Partners. They're another national organization. And then Alliance of Therapy Dogs, which is another national organization. Those are the three that I recommend people look up to start the therapy dog process. And I just let people know what's available out there. I am with the Love on a Leash, and so I will help anybody through that process. And that process consists of, there's a control evaluation. In order to start the therapy dog training, or what we call supervised visits, once your dog passes the control evaluation, then you can start your supervised visits. You keep a log, you have a mentor trainer that goes with you. And so I actually do that. I will take people through it. There's 10 visits. So during that 10 visits, I'm their advocate, I'm their trainer, I'm their teacher. Um, I just help them all along the way. So I did that with a retired state trooper here last year, and we did the 10 visits here in Dover. And it was really fun, actually, to do this process and help the team, because they had what it took. They just needed some fine tuning to be able to do that initial process, which is the control evaluation. That's the first step. So I help people get to that step if they're not there yet. And then actually I need a trainer that will do that control evaluation. That's what I need, because there needs to be two different trainers, one that will perform that control evaluation, and then one that will take them through those 10 visits.
Well,
And
let's talk about, who is this training for?
Mhm.
Um, I'm sure there has to be a certain type of dog and maybe a certain
Yes,
type of handler that is best suited
yes,
for this type of training.
yes. The ideal therapy dog team. And I say team because it takes both. It takes the handler and it takes the therapy dog. So the therapy dog will be a dog that, just think about a dog that just loves to go out and see people and places and do things, and they're just very friendly and they just love a good time, and they just enjoy being around, or comfortable, or accepting. So we have different levels of maybe a therapy dog in training. And and some dogs might be able to pass at a level where they could visit a low, not complex environment. So just like really calm, not elderly, where an exuberant dog might tear somebody's skin. So a young exuberant dog might be better fit for maybe a treatment center for youth at risk or something like that. So there's dogs for all levels, as long as the dog enjoys being around people they don't know, so that they're comfortable with that and going into environments that they just all kinds of places. I do some of this training actually at the Newington, the Fox Run Mall. I did that last Saturday, and so I'll be doing it again this Saturday. It's an individual coaching. So if the person wants to do this and you think you have a dog that's got the potential for it, what I'm offering, I didn't mention this to you, what I'm going to offer for the Golden Dog members is I will perform a practice or a pretend evaluation, control evaluation. The only thing I would need is a place to do this. If there was going to be more than one individual at a time, that would make more sense. But I am so flexible about doing it. I also have the passion and want to get people trained and get their dogs trained. So the ideal team is one who's really ready to do that and can pass that control evaluation. And the control evaluation is it's basically like your CGC. And if people are familiar with the CGC, that's the Canine Good Citizen from the AKC. It's very similar to that. So there needs to be a reaction to distraction. Is your dog comfortable with maybe a clipboard clanging on a tile floor in a public environment? Is your dog comfortable with people that walk different, talk different, look different? And then you can take it at an advanced level, and then once that therapy dog has, they're like, yes, I love this work. And the handler's like, yes, I love this work, because they also ideally would be a person, and I'm going to say this, a person that enjoys being around other people. They don't necessarily have to be outgoing and talkative. I have noticed, that's what I used to think, and I have noticed over the years that there's so many lovely people who might not be considered extroverts. Maybe they're extroverts on the inside, but not on the outside. Well, there I am to help you, because really, I think that's me. I'm an introvert, but this dog thing helps me to be an extrovert. And I really want to help people do this work. It's so fulfilling. It's rewarding and beneficial to myself when I see somebody else going through a difficult time, and because my dog is there and I'm able to facilitate that, I just change their day, and given them maybe some hope. And I've worked with crisis therapists. I've worked with folks in disaster settings who are trained mental health folks and who have been at a loss until that dog walked in the room. It's just amazing. I even taught my dog to say hi.
Well, Cindy, tell me about, so if people want to do this course, how long does it take, and what kind of certification do they earn at the end?
So for the training piece of it, to help them get to the control evaluation, that's the piece I want to help folks with, to determine, is my dog ready? Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to, we can even do a Zoom session. Actually, let's do that. Sign up for a Zoom session, and I will, a free Zoom session, and I will take you through that process. I actually could do a Zoom session for folks, whoever want to sign up, and it's like 3 to 5 sessions, depending on how ready your dog is. Okay. So if I do that control evaluation, The practice one, because I'm going to need a trainer to do the when they're ready. I'll need another trainer to do the control evaluation, but I can do the practice one and get them ready. They might already be ready. If I do the control evaluation, I'll know.
So the best bet is for people to reach out to you, have a dialogue, see if
Yes.
they're ready, see what this all
Mhm.
entails. But in the end result is basically you can certify them.
I can give them a certificate of training for the course that I take them through. And then the organization that I work with, so Love on a Leash, after their 10 visits, Love on a Leash will certify them.
Okay.
It's a national organization, and then they also get insurance. I think it's like $1 million at least.
Okay. And I know you were offering a discount to Golden Dog members. Do you want to talk
Yes.
about that?
Yes. So the session, these are individual training sessions, and these sessions are 3 to 5 sessions. They're normally $75 a session. So for Golden Dog members, I am offering them $25 off, and that's $50 a session. If your dog does not need any sessions, you've got the the practice one already done. Actually, why don't you just email me or contact me, and I can send you out that application, or you can get it from loveonaleash.org. And just contact me, and I can tell you how to do that. If you think your dog is ready, we can just start the process, and we can get another trainer to do the control evaluation.
Okay. All right. So if this is something you've been thinking about, especially going into the new year, we're past the holidays, you want to try something new with your dog, this is a great opportunity. And if you're not quite sure if you're ready for it or if your dog is ready for it, then Cindy is the person you want to reach out to. Positivepet.org/contact to get more information. She is many decades experienced in this, and she's, I'm grateful to you, Cindy, and all of your expertise and time you've spent being at these multiple, areas and shootings and devastation, and just, being there and being able to help and guide people. That's huge. And I think you're right. If we can establish a network out here in the Northeast and train more dogs and just be there to answer questions and guide people, to just be in a position to help.
Oh, yeah. There's a
I
need.
think that'd be amazing. Yeah, there's definitely a need, and it's only going to grow. So the more people we can get this information to, who can learn about the training, go through the training, I think that's wonderful.
Yes. Yes.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being with me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being a partner and for doing all this great work. And thank you for watching us today. If you have any questions and you are watching on the replay, feel free to reach out to Cindy here at positivepet.org/contact, or you can leave a message below in the comment section, and we will tag Cindy and make sure that she gets your message so that she can answer your questions. So have a wonderful holiday, everybody, and reach out if this is something that you are interested in trying.
Thank you.
Take care and have a great day.
Take care. Happy holidays.